How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Warsaw, Indiana, home of the Warsaw Tigers. We are at 6A sectional action here on this beautiful turf here in Warsaw. This is SummitCitySports.com coming to you live. We are excited. Opening night of 6A sectionals. The number 15 Carroll Chargers come into play. These 5-4 Warsaw Tigers, of course, Carroll coming out of the Summit Athletic Conference. One of the toughest conferences in the state of Indiana. They did finish 6-3 on the season. Finished just in fifth, tied for fourth place with the Bishop Dwenger Saints, as we'll get to some of the other Summit Athletic matchups around the area as we go through the broadcast. But Carroll, number 15 in the state in Class 6A, traveling about an hour west of Fort Wayne, Indiana, to come and play the Warsaw Tigers. The Warsaw Tigers out of the Northern Lakes Conference finished fourth in the conference with a 4-3 record. Northwood won that Northern Lakes Conference this year with an undefeated 7-0 conference record and 10-0 overall. Northwood is unbeaten, but we are just about set here at Warsaw High School. Beautiful new track and turf here for the eyes to look upon this evening. Jake Atkinson on the camera. This is Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. This is the sixth meeting between Warsaw and Carroll in football. All have been in these Indiana State playoffs. The first was in 2006. Warsaw won 28-21. But Carroll has won the next in 2011, 2013, 2014, and 2015. And this is the third straight year that these two have matched up here in the playoffs. For Warsaw, their all-time postseason record is 11-31. They are led by head coach Phil Jensen, 17th year here at the high school, 97-79 overall for the Carroll Chargers. Led by head coach Doug Dynan in his 7th year, 56-24 overall, just joining the Summit Athletic Conference a year ago. Tough conference that it is, as Carroll looks to try to shut down this potent offense of the Warsaw Tigers. They are flat out loaded, have an outstanding quarterback in Michael Jensen. He's wearing number 3. He's 112 of 207 on the season, just under 1,700 yards, 21 touchdowns to only 7 picks. He's an outstanding quarterback. He's a senior, 6'1", 190. So it'll be key for the Carroll defense to shut them down, or at least limit the overall big plays of the Carroll Tigers. They have blown out some opponents this year, no doubt about it. You look down the list and they're over 35 points in almost every single game, even their losses. But we are getting ready to get set here this evening. Jack Shannon for Carroll with the kick. Back deep for Warsaw. Number 6 and number 5, that's Street, and that does go into the end zone with Zach Riley, the junior. So Warsaw start the first possession of this first quarter, starting on their 20-yard line. Carroll comes out on defense, of course, in the white jerseys, the silver helmets. Warsaw in the orange and black. Beautiful crowd here on hand in Warsaw. Game 3 of the World Series, so you gotta love some high school football to get out to Warsaw and around to see these outstanding athletes, but plenty of time. The World Series game will go till about midnight, so you guys will be good. Thank you for joining us here on SummitCitySports.com, our YouTube channel. First is a read handoff out to the 25-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain to their talented running back, Will McGarvey. He is a junior. Second and 5 for Warsaw. We do play 4 12-minute quarters here in the state of Indiana in high school varsity football. As Jensen and McGarvey in the backfield, 4 wide for Warsaw. They're on the 25. There comes a blitz, and the hard count may have had Carroll jump. Let's see if Warsaw move first. This will be on the defense, so that will move them 5 yards. And should be a first down. It is 1st and 10 from the 30 for Warsaw to start this contest. 11:23 remaining in this first quarter. McGarvey, as I mentioned, the talented running back, 153 attempts, just under 10 yards shy of 1,000 yards. Looking to get that this evening. 5 scores on the year, averages 110 a game. An outstanding dual threat back there. Good quick pitch and catch for the 11-yard gain from Jensen to number 12. That's Tristan Larsh. Tristan Larsh, 169 yards receiving on the year. Just 8 catches. Make it 9 now, 2 scores. Warsaw, you can see why they put up points here in this 2016 campaign. As Jensen, draw McGarvey, and he's swallowed up. 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 for the Tigers. A big shout out and thank you to Dave Anson, athletic director here at Warsaw. Always an outstanding host. Have had the chance with Summit City Sports to be out here several times for some soccer matches, some basketball action. Did Warsaw and Snyder a year ago, and boys basketball was just here last Saturday for the Carroll Chargers. Semi-state run towards the state action is Jensen on the play action. He's swallowed up. You got to get rid of it, big fella. Swallowed up there at the 39. They'll mark it at the 40. Beautiful play by the defense of Carroll. That was Nguyen. He is their leader on that line. 5 sacks coming into the evening, make it 6. The big fella can flat out get to the quarterback. That's Ryan Nguyen. Trips to your near side, lone wide receiver to your far side. Jensen, he's gonna waggle near. He's looking for an out, and beautiful catch all with the hands right there. That was number 9, Devin Street. Devin Street, outstanding looking wide receiver. Their leading wide receiver, 538 yards on the year, 3 scores. The most yardage on the, that was 486 yards on 36 receptions. Does lead the squad in 12 touchdowns. That's the bulk of their reception TDs from Street. He's the talented senior, 6'1", 170-pounder, number 9. He's spread out to that far side. Check it, he's on the slot to your near bunch in that trip. There's a draw to McGarvey. Grabbed around the top of the shoulder pads and finally dragged down at the 40, make it the 39. 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Impressive opening drive so far, started on their 20. They're spread this time. McGarvey in the backfield with Jensen. Here comes the blitz. Here it comes, Jensen. They do pick it up. Good pass and reception there at the 35-yard line. Just short of a first down. We'll bring up 3rd and about a half yard. Nope, they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it a first down. That's a generous spot. 1st and 10 for Warsaw. Ball spotted on the 34-yard line. They are moving the ball right now here on the gridiron. We're under the lights here at Warsaw High School. SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and subscribe to this YouTube channel that you're watching this outstanding matchup here. 3 wide receiver set. That's twins to your far side. They're going to go McGarvey on the redraw. Tackled just shy of the 30. Mark it at the 31. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Now it's Nguyen on the tackle once again. Watch for Nguyen. And Josh Sprague, number 64. Try to keep that penetration on Jensen and the Tigers. 4 wide receiver set, trips to your far side. They're gonna beautiful pass, hit immediately and dropped. You can see Warsaw's game plan. You spread them out, go to that read, draw, and trust Jensen on those quick outs and slants. Wagging them out here one time to the near side. So can throw on the run as well. He's a talented looking player there, 6'1", 190-pounder, the senior, number 3, Michael Jensen, running the Tigers show here to start this first quarter, 6:45 remaining. 4 wide receiver set. They're tight. And they're going to take quarterback draw, tackled from the back. And that's shy of a first down. That was number 5, Micah Fretz, one of the outstanding sophomores for Coach Doug Dinan, as that will bring up 4th and short. Field goal unit comes on. So a huge stop for Carroll. Obviously need to watch for the fake. Could catch him off guard right here. But that is number 2, Andrew Mevis, the senior, in to kick. 42-yarder. Snaps down, kick is up, got the distance. Is it in? It is. What a kick from the senior to start the scoring here at Warsaw. What a talented kick. My goodness gracious. 3-0 Warsaw. Outstanding drive, started it at their 20. Very good mixture of run and pass. Quick passes, quick short passes, slants, outs, draws to McGarvey. Got her all the way down to the 25. Carroll did bend, but did not break on that first drive as they stuffed them on 3rd and short to bring up that 4th down field goal. That was boomed in by Andrew Mevis. So 3-0. Warsaw on top, back deep for Carroll. I believe that was number 10, Justin Becker, the junior. He's a talented wide receiver. Now for Warsaw, let's see if they can stop this Carroll offense. They do a 2-headed quarterback monster with Jack McGill and Ian Miller. Miller, the senior, McGill, the sophomore, or the junior. McGill more of the run threat, and Miller more of the passing threat. But from watching McGill all this year, or both quarterbacks all this year, McGill has a real powerful arm, just not as fine-tuned as the senior. So back deep, and that's received at the goal, just short of the goal line. Has a hole. Can he take it the distance? That's number 24, Cameron Shank, tackled at the 35, out of bounds. Carroll in the special team answering here to start their drive. That ball spotted at the 33-yard line. Beautiful return from Shank. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Just what the doctor ordered for head coach Doug Dinan. Answered that drive. Their defense shut them down, kept them to a field goal. They answer it with a beautiful kickoff return. And now the offense will try to go to work for the Chargers. Trip steer near, lone wide receiver to your far side. Near side and overthrown. Just a little early game jitters there for Miller. He's number 8, the senior. Second and 10, empty. Backfield for Miller. Trip steer near, twins to your far side. He looks near, looked across the middle, and then is swallowed up, tackled at the 40-yard line. He is sacked. Miller is dropped. I believe that was number 34 on the defense, Will McGarvey. Oh, the tailback moves it to the defensive side of the ball for the sack. 3rd and 15 for the Chargers. So going backwards after that beautiful Shank return. Empty backfield once again. They'll bring forward this near side, lone wide receiver to your far. He looks to throw. Over the middle, intercepted. Warsaw has some space. Finally tackled just short of the 50. Thrown right away, and we're going to have a late flag. That's going to be a personal foul on Warsaw. So that will be after the interception and the tackle, but that will be a personal foul on Warsaw. They'll take them back 15 yards. That was right in front of the referee. .445 remaining in this quarter. We're in the first. Warsaw High School, SummitCitySports.com is live. Warsaw Community High School. Beautiful, beautiful campus here in Warsaw, Indiana. As that personal foul will take them all the way back to the 34-yard line of Warsaw. 1st and 10, 4:45 left in the first quarter. So after the beautiful return from Shank, led to nothing for Carroll. Interception. Now the Tigers look to finish off this drive. And he'll go to McGarvey. McGarvey cuts it out near side, trying to get to the edge, takes it out near the 40, pushed out just shy. Ooh, they're gonna mark him at about the 43. A yard and a half short of the first down marker. We'll call it 2nd and 2. They moved it up now, 2nd and 1. 4 wide receiver set. Jensen with McGarvey in the backfield. Takes a snap, he looked to throw. Pressure comes, good pocket awareness. There may be a hold. There may be a hold here. The white hat threw a hanky. He did and immediately called it. No messing around. Went immediately to that hold call. So that'll be a 10-yard from the spot. We'll redo 2nd down, but it will be 2nd and long instead of 2nd and short for Warsaw with 4:30 left here in the first quarter. 3-0. Beautiful kick from Andrew Mevis. Looking to pass, they could start trying to set up a screen and just throws it at the feet of Carroll. Recognized right away. by the Charger defense. Jensen had no options to basically toss her directly into the turf. 3rd and 11 for Warsaw. Warsaw breaks the huddle. They'll throw trips to that far side, lone wide receiver to the near. McGarvey in the backfield with Jensen. 3rd and 11. Waggles to the far, pressured, he does see it, scrambles, and then wrapped up and sacked by a pair of Chargers, number 94, Mason Gwynn, and number 97, Trevor Horton. So that was 96, Terrell Griffin. Chargers defense coming up big once again. That was the story coming into this game. Could the Charger defense stand up to this high-powered offense of the Tigers? Carroll comes out of the Summit Athletic Conference. They've seen about every offensive system you can. As they come for the block, and a beautiful kick by Nevis again. Fielded at the 30, and that's a fair catch. They'll mark it at the 31 by Schmeling. 1st and 10 for Carroll with 3:19 left in this first quarter. Other Summit Athletic Conference matchups tonight. Also in 6A, Northrop is at Homestead. Carroll here at Warsaw. In 5A, Goshen at Northside. Concord at Snyder. In 4A, Mississinawa at Dwenger. New Haven at South. And 3A, Lures at Peru. And Belmont at Concordia. Immediately dropped, no gain. 2nd and 9. Try to get you scores around the area as we can, but that Concordia Cadet team is under Tim Manigal, so impressive. As they're going to run this sweep here to this near side. Finally spun down at the 36. That was number 22, Nicholas Novotny, their leading rusher for Carroll. In the top 5 in rushing in the conference. 776 yards, 8 scores, just under 200 yards, or 200 attempts on the year. Good look, and even better defensive play by number 11, Joseph Harness, the senior. Got his hand in there, timed it beautifully on the bat. The Carroll coaches wanting to pass interference, thought it was early, looked good here from the booth. 4th and 5, here comes the punting unit and Shannon to let one go. Back deep for Warsaw, Zach Riley, the junior, 6'1", 175-pounder. Warsaw with a 3-0 lead, 2:21 left in the first quarter. Beautiful kick by Shannon, seen that all year. Fielded, good coverage, outstanding coverage by number 12 in the white, Connor Tapp. He's a specialist there, the senior. Great tackler for Carroll. First and 10, it's 3rd drive for Warsaw with 2:09 in the quarter left. Ball is at the 25. 1st and 10. Pair of running backs in the backfield with Jensen this time. It's a new look. They're going to hand off to McGarvey. He comes near side. Good play from the safety to knock him out of bounds. Number 28, Connor Call, the senior. Connor Call, just under 40 tackles. 3 of them for a loss on the season. 2nd and 5. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and Sports Center, Inc. Coming to you live from Warsaw High School, Warsaw, Indiana. 6A sectional opening round matchup here. Winner will play the winner of Northrop at Homestead. That will be played either at Warsaw or Carroll, as that is no gain, maybe a loss of a tad. They'll call it no gain, 3rd and 5 for Warsaw. So ball's on the 30. Carroll once again, defense looking stout. 4 wide receiver set. McGarvey in the backfield. He's the Jensen's right. He's going to look to pass on the quick out near side. Outstandingly done. Made the first one miss and got an extra 5 yards. Number 6, DeAndre Street. You can see why his numbers are the way they are. He's a talent there on the outside for Michael Jensen and head coach Phil Jensen. 1st and 10, under a minute and a half. Clock is stopped on the out of bounds. Trips to your far side, lone wide receiver to your near. That's Riley. Jensen with McGarvey. Jensen takes a snap, he'll hand. McGarvey tries to cut it back against the grain, and a shoestring tackle. Once he got a foot, didn't let it go. That's number 3, John Tranquil, the sophomore. It's a 1-yard gain on the play from McGarvey. Carroll, outstanding sophomore class. Take a peek just at the inside linebackers there. Number 3, John Tranquil, and number 5, Micah Fretz. Sophomores. 2 more years after this for Dyne. And here comes the blitz on the draw. Out over the 50, carrying, and there's a flag. This might be a face mask on Carroll. It's close to a 4th down. And it's going to be a personal foul face mask, I believe. It is. That's a huge penalty with 32 seconds left in this first quarter. Carroll did stop him, was going to put it at about a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. But the penalty, the 15-yard face mask, will add 15 to the end of the run. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the 30.
31.
Check at 31-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock is running with 30 seconds. Good draw. On a 4 or 5-yard gain. It's number 20, Rob Sullivan, senior, 6 foot, 175-pounder. On the nice read. 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. But that is where we will end this first quarter here at Warsaw High School. The Warsaw Tigers up 3-zip. The end of one. SummitCitySports.com. We'll take a short break and join you for the second quarter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Warsaw has moved the ball on the Carroll defense. The Carroll defense has stopped them when they've had to. They've only given up 3, but Warsaw driving again. And they are definitely looking like the more potent team out here on the field tonight. It's beautiful turf here at Warsaw High School. Second and 6 from the 28 of Carroll. Shotgun, 3 wide receiver set. There's a pair of backs. Here comes a blitz. and ran all the way down from the safety spot from this near side. Connor Gall could see the locks flowing as he came from the safety spot on this near side, tracked the running back all the way to that far side, stopping him for just a 1 yard gain. 3rd and 5. What a play from that safety. Connor Gall, 5'11", 185-pound senior. 3rd and 6. 4 wide receiver set, trips to your near side. Carroll looking to make another stop. Quick out and right at the first down marker, trying that second effort. That is out of bounds, and I believe he does have a first. That is going to be a first down for Warsaw. 11-16. Once again, Jensen on point with those quick outs, picking the defense apart on the outside. First and 10 from the 20. Warsaw up 3-zip. They're going to hand off on that read. So elusive. It's the senior, Rob Sullivan. Thought he's going to be wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Somehow turned his body, shimmied himself in that hole. And then once again, dragged tacklers for a couple yards. 2nd and 3, that's a 7-yard gain for Warsaw. Up 3-0 early. 10.5 left in the second quarter. 4 wide receiver set, trips are bunched to your near side. That's Sullivan still in the backfield with Jensen. They'll run it again. This time he'll be wrapped up with the legs. And that was number 9 on the tackle, Jake Ostrowski, the senior defensive end. 3rd and short. Another 3rd and short. This is the 4th or 5th so far early in this game. So it is 1st and goal. Ball is on the 10. Jensen looks for that crossing route. He may run it. He is going to tuck it and out of bounds. Spotted at the 5. So a gain of 5, 2nd and goal for the Tigers. And head coach Phil Jensen send the play in. Trevor York, the junior, heads to the huddle. Four wide receiver set, trips to your near side. They're spread this time. Jensen has his tailback on his right. And we have a whistle and a flag. I think this is defensive offsides. And it will be, that'll be half the distance to the goal. Spotted at the 2.5. And replay it. So 2nd and goal from the 2.5. Warsaw looking to make this a 2-score game. Up 3-zip. 9:41 left in the second quarter. SummitCitySports.com. Thank you for joining us here live from Warsaw. 3 wide receiver set. They bring a tight end here. Jensen. He'll move his back to his opposite. High snap, good handle. Tackled by about a slew of Chargers, led by number 78, the big fella Ryan Nguyen. Got the penetration early on the play. 3rd and goal from the 3. Once again, Carroll has been pushed around on defense, but as they get closer in that red zone, they have definitely locked it up. Giving up several yards here this first half as they try to stop it and force a field goal attempt. Jensen, play action, beautiful design, but blocked. That was blocked at the line of scrimmage on defense, or they had number 12 in the flats, Tristan Larsh. He was wide open. That was a guaranteed 6. Outstanding play design by head coach Phil Jensen on that play. Came out of the backfield on the near side, ran a little flat route towards the end zone, but batted down at the line of scrimmage, and I believe we're going to get a timeout. Big play of this first half. 8:55 remaining in the second quarter. 4th and goal from the 3. Warsaw wants to talk about it. Now, tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel that you're watching here this evening. You'll be notified all of our full game videos, highlight clips, and live streams as they happen. Tonight we are live from Warsaw, Indiana, home of the Warsaw Tigers. Beautiful campus here at Warsaw. Outstanding new turf and track. The best press box I have been in the couple of years of covering these high school sports. But back to the gridiron. 4th and goal from the 3. They're going to spread him out. McGarvey's been out. Not sure if he's hurt. But in is Sullivan still with Jensen. They're going to look to pass on the quick slant. Batted and incomplete. No flags. Outstanding defensive play from Carroll. That was number 12 on the pass deflection counter tap. The free safety coming up huge for head coach Doug Dinan to force the turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from their own 3. Has been all time of possession for Warsaw. Third drive will get started. They're going to go empty back. That's Jack McGill in the backfield now. He's going to look deep, man-to-man coverage, and just long. Had his man, had the step, and just long. Justin Becker, the junior, couldn't run underneath it, but you can see what I'm talking about in the opener. Just the pure arm strength from McGill. Look for Becker, but just long. 2nd and 10. Justin Becker leads the squad in yards, reception, leads the SAC with 827 yards, 7 scores on 56 receptions. Outstanding wide receivers. They have a great core here at Carroll. McGill is going to stay in that backfield for Carroll. They're going to put him in motion. Becker on the crossing route right through the hands of number 15, Jonathan Becker. 4th and 8. Punting unit has to come in for Carroll. So the opportunities there for head coach Doug Dinan and the Carroll Chargers just have not been able to execute. But as poorly as they have played, they're only down 3-0 with 8:13 left in this second quarter. Need a good kick out of Shannon right here, just like the last one. He's got a heck of a leg as Warsaw comes, and a nice kick. It's going to bounce at the 48-yard line, take a Carroll bounce. What a boot by number 85, the senior Jack Shannon. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball is on the 44-yard line. Now Jake Atkinson on the camera. Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play here this evening. Warsaw High School 6A sectional. This is the opening round of 6A in the state of Indiana. As rest of the classes got started a week ago. Plenty of SAC teams still in the mix. 4 wide receiver set. They're stacked on either side for Warsaw. That looks like Sullivan still in the backfield with Jensen, so still no McGarvey. He'll hand to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to bounce it wide, then cuts it back. And once again, just carries tacklers. Reminded me a little bit of Phelps out of Marion last week, as I was live from Marion. Bishop Dwenger headed south to Marion and defeated the purple and gold there at home. But Phelps was just carrying tacklers. Looks like Sullivan right now, but Sullivan definitely not as big as Phelps. Pretty impressive. These Carroll defenders, they are not small guys. As the blitz comes, Jensen has to scramble and then is grabbed at the foot. Jensen with a nice scramble, though, to turn a negative into a positive. We'll bring up 3rd and 2, so from maybe 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, now 3rd and short. Heads up play by the senior quarterback, Jensen, to scramble, find the opening, and dive forward for a couple yards. 7 minutes left here in the second quarter, 3-zip. Warsaw with control, possession, you name it. The only phase that Carroll has won as they're lined up offsides is Carroll right now. He does finally take a look and jumped offside. Another hard count by Jensen. That's twice. The hard count has worked for the Warsaw Tiger, so that'll be an automatic first down, 5-yard penalty. That's a huge play from the talented quarterback. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 43. Carroll up 3-zip on the field goal from Mevis. Jensen looks to throw, seam route, caught. He's gonna take it the distance. A 43-yard TD reception to number 47, Jeremy David. 6'4", 210-pound senior, takes it 43 yards on that seam route. 9-0. The Tigers lead these Carroll Chargers. Into kick is Mevis. Mevis for the PAT. Snap and the hold and the kick, and it is good. 10-0 here at Warsaw. 6:16 left in the second quarter. Warsaw, the time of possession, I don't have it in front of me, but it's gotta be out of control. Seems like Warsaw has been nothing but on offense here against Carroll in this first half. Only 6:16 left. Warsaw now on top after the 43-yard TD reception. That's Jensen, the number 47, Jeremy David. Beautiful seam route, had the defense beat. Jensen found him. And David with his 4th score of the year at 43 yards to his 538 yards on the year. Warsaw looking tough here tonight. Trying to move on to play either Northrop or Homestead, so they'll keep it in the SAC no matter what next week. Only question is, will we have 2 Summit Athletic Conference teams or just the one? And these Warsaw Tigers right now, the Northern Lakes Warsaw Tigers looking special as Mevis looks to kick. And that is blasted in the end zone. May have made it through the field goal. Give him a 1.5 for that. Mevis blasted it. 1st and 10 from the 20 for Carroll. They need a score badly for some momentum, even if it's a field goal. Shannon does have distance, so plenty of time. As Coach Dinan is going to stay with the junior, Jack McGill. And the handoff. Novotny has space, cuts it in. Stiff arm out over the 35 to about the 37. Novotny with that 17-yard rush. He started the season on fire for Carroll. I think he had about 400 yards through the first 2 games. Has tapered off a bit, but looking to explode right now against this Tiger D. Novotny again, finds the hole, takes it out near a first down marker, and just short. Second and short. Carroll's gonna go hurry up. McGill, Novotny, he had a lead block there in number 29, Gabriel Klingler. The junior, first down, Carroll Chargers. Ball's at the 49, 1st and 10 for Carroll. Novotny, he's behind. McGill, they're gonna go with him. Beautiful blocking on the movement up front from the big fellas. Second and 7 for the Chargers. McGill's in the pistol, 3 wide receiver set. He'll hand it to Novotny. Novotny looking for a hole, runs into the back of his lineman for a minimal gain. Bring up 3rd and a long 6. Third and 6, huge play for Carroll, obviously, as they need to try to keep the offense on the field. Play action, Novotny, he was a little late on the timing. Double route and caught. Becker just tripped up. Touchdown, saving tackle by Colin Marshall, or that would have been 6, no doubt about it. But you can see the talented wide receiving core for Coach Doug Dinan. That time, number 10, Justin Becker, had the step on his defender. 1st and goal from the 8 for Carroll. McGill, he'll go under center. Novotny dots the I behind Klingler. They're gonna go sweep. Novotny looking for the hole, cuts it, and stop, hit there at about the 11-yard line. Number 57, Braden Weaver, along with a couple orange jerseys on the tackle. 2nd and goal from the 6. Carroll, can they finish this drive and pull within 3? Obviously Warsaw trying to hold them to the field goal attempt from Shannon. They're gonna go bunch. This is their big formation. Here's Novotny, and slammed in the backfield by number 11, Joseph Harness. On the blitz, the senior safety, 6 foot, 185-pounder. A tackle for loss of 2, 3rd and goal from the 6. They're gonna call it just a short loss. 3rd and goal from the 6, same formation. Play action. Trying to scramble. Throws it wide open, caught, and in for the touchdown. What a scramble to keep it alive from Jack McGill. Finds number 28, Connor Call, out of the backfield. Does not play offense, but that formation alone pulls within 4. Carroll and head coach Doug Dinan with the great call, but pure athleticism from the junior quarterback, Jack McGill. Scramble to keep the play alive, up by 4. Low snap, McGill does get it, and the hold kick is good. Carroll pulls within 3 with 3:01 left here in this 2nd quarter. What an answer from Carroll. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoff right here in front of us, getting ready. 3:01 left in this first half. Back deep for Warsaw, Zach Riley and DeAndre Street, the junior and the senior. Shannon will mark it up at the 40. And still no Will McGarvey. Has been out midway through that first quarter. Not sure if it's an injury or what. We won't speculate, of course. But they have gone with the backup senior running back number 20, Rob Sullivan, the senior. Definitely a different type of back. Still talented, but a different type of back. 3:01. Warsaw up 10-7 over Carroll. That's going to drop there at the 7-yard line. Fielded by Riley. He's trying to bring it near side and then dropped at the 31-yard line. Reed Diller on the tackle along with Tyler Parker. First and 10 for Warsaw on their own 32-yard line, 2:54 left. Four wide receiver set, trips to your far side. That's Sullivan still in the backfield. They're going to come up and press on the coverage. On the outside, they're going to hand off to Sullivan, and Nguyen's there. Held him up just enough for the rest of the Charger defensive line to come and clean up. Led by number 5, that was Micah Fretz to clean it up from the Nguyen layup. 2nd and 9 on the 1-yard gain. Second and 9, 2:25 and rolling. Same formation for Warsaw. They're going to hand off to Sullivan. Nope, they're going to keep it with Jensen. Jensen trying to find a hole, does finally. Very savvy. Just kept the feet moving until he found the hole, then explode through it, but he's short of a first down. 3rd and 1. Just under 2 minutes left in this second quarter. First 10 points put up by Warsaw. Mevis with the field goal, then followed by the TD reception from Jeremy David. Carroll does answer. The pass to Becker finished off with a TD pass from the outstanding scramble from Jack McGill to counter call for the score, 10-7. They're going to keep it on the ground with Sullivan. He did get a first down. It does appear. Clock will stop as they move the chains. Be a gain of 2 for Sullivan. .110 remaining. Clock is rolling. 2 timeouts left for the Tigers. 3-4 Carroll. Here comes the pressure. Jensen once again gets out of the pressure, comes near side, and he's going to waltz out of bounds. And they're going to get a late hit penalty on number 5, Fretz. No reason to even throw a shoulder pad there. You're just giving him 15 extra yards with under a minute left in the half. Head coach Doug Dinan's not going to be pleased about that one. Clock stopped with 59 seconds, add 15 from the Jensen scramble. Looking to answer the Chargers with a score of their own. Same formation. Hand off to Sullivan. He bounces it wide. Nice block from number 12 on the edge. Tristan Larsh came back to help on that sweep. That was number 12, Tristan Larsh. Has a timeout by Warsaw. 1 timeout left for Coach Phil Jensen. 48 seconds left in this first half. Warsaw has controlled the time of possession, no doubt about it. Carroll has answered when they've had to. Nearly did earlier on a go route from Becker. We find ourselves 10-7. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel that you're watching here this game here tonight. Summit City Sports is committed to following your Summit Athletic Conference football here every Friday night, as we've done all season long. Second and 5 for Warsaw. 48 seconds left in the second half. 3 wide receiver set to your near, lone wide receiver to your far side. Sullivan in the backfield with Jensen. 1 timeout left for Warsaw. Play action. Jensen looks to pass, goes wide, and incomplete, juggled, but what a pass. Just could not be held in by Street, but Michael Jensen put it right on the money in the end zone on that go route on that far sideline. Street had his defender beat. Jensen laid it right on the fingers of Street, but Street just couldn't handle it. I believe that was Blake Ellie on the coverage. May have just had enough arm in the air at that last minute to break the concentration from Street. 3rd and 5, 42 seconds left. Ball's on the 29-yard line. Jensen, play actions, going on that crossing route. Great catch, and that'll be a first down. Ball's at the 21. Nice play to number 9, Devin Street, the senior. Hurry up now, 36 seconds as they move the chains, and they'll stop the clock with the spike with 34.4 left. 1 timeout left for Warsaw. 2nd and 10. Ball spotted at the 22-yard line. Second and 10, 34 seconds left in this second quarter. Carroll, once again, defense is trying to hold the Tigers out of the end zone. 5 wide receivers set, empty backfield. Jensen's going to look to throw. Pressured, spun out of it once again, but not the 4th and final. That's number 9, Jake Ostrowski, the senior. Bring up 3rd and 11. Make it 3rd and 10. A sack from Ostrowski forces Warsaw to take their last time out with 27.2 seconds. Obviously not wanting to kick it here, or you would have just let the clock wind down to 1-2 seconds and burned your time out there, so it'd be the last play of the half. So look for a quick out or 2 from Jensen to DeAndre or Devin Street. They've been connecting very well on that here in the first half. But one slant route and you can burn up this clock and not have a chance for Mevis to boom in another field goal. 10-7, Warsaw is on top. Carroll with 3 timeouts. Warsaw has burned them all. So here it is, 3rd and 10. Jensen out of the timeout. He's had an uncanny ability to keeping the play alive for the Tigers, as his pocket has been collapsing more and more as this first half has progressed. Here comes the pressure again, steps up in the pocket, looks wide, but thrown out of bounds. No real chance for the receiver to run underneath it. 4th and 10, 22 seconds, and here comes the field goal unit for head coach Phil Jensen. Ball's at the 22. $39-yard field goal attempt for Mevis. 22.2. Kick is up. Man, he's got a boot and right down the center. The kid can flat out drill it. I'm telling you, he can hit one from 60. This kid is impressive to say the least. We've seen a ton of great kickers. Seen a ton of great kickers in the Summit Athletic Conference with Noah Nepper, Shannon, Booth, Bailey, Salary, Andrews. The list goes on and on. Peter Morrison, their quarterback and kicker for Concordia. The list goes on and on. But this kid is special. Andrew Mevis from deep, pushing the lead to 6. Concordia score from Zollner Stadium. They're up huge, no surprise there, 34-zip at halftime over Belmont. Belmont just way overmatched, unfortunately, for the Braves. So 17.3 seconds, Mevis, he'll boom this into the black of the Warsaw end zone, I can guarantee you. Carroll still with all 3 timeouts, 17 seconds left. They're down by 6, it's 13-7. Mevis. And that one hit the back end line of the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 20 of Carroll. Would have to go 80 yards. But down by 6, have not played that well tonight in this first half. I can guarantee you that's what head coach Doug Dinan would tell you. But only down 6, has to be pretty pleased about that going into half. So he may take a knee or just go with Novotny, see if Novotny can break one or maybe run a screen or something to Becker. 17.3. Comes near side and tackled at the 25-yard line, and a timeout called by head coach Doug Dinan with 10.2. 5-yard gain on the pitch and catch from McGill to number 15, Jonathan Becker. The ball's at the 25-yard line with 10 seconds left. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. And thanks brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and Sports Center, Inc. We are live from Warsaw High School. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. You can follow myself at Twitter at Tim Atkinson22, at Tim Atkinson22. As 12 seconds has been asked to be put on the clock. So we are set 12 seconds, 2nd and 5. 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Scramble, McGill, and low, incomplete with 6.2, 3rd and 5. .2 seconds left. Just cannot, I repeat, cannot throw a pick or a fumble and have Warsaw any chance to have some momentum, because Carroll will get the ball to start the second half, only down by 6, so they'll have a chance. Right there, that's what you don't want, a dangerous pass across the middle. Right in the middle of zone coverage, got away with it. 1.4 left. 4th and 5. Just drop back and kneel on it. Go into halftime. Start your second half and hope for yourself to take the lead in that first drive of the second half. It's 13-7. McGill in the pistol has Novotny in the backfield alongside. And they will look to pass. They're going to go deep to Becker, but thrown out of bounds. That is halftime here at Warsaw High School. Number 15, Carroll Chargers down 13-7 here at Warsaw against these Tigers. Warsaw has controlled the time of possession here in the first half, but Carroll answered when they needed to, followed by this Andrew Mevis field goal kick, his second of the night. He's 2 for 2. But we will take a break here for halftime. SummitCitySports.com. We'll throw it to commercial break and join you as we get closer to the second half.
National championship. We would also like to wish good luck for Warsaw Tigers and Carroll Chargers cross-country runners competing in tomorrow's state championship in Carroll. The Indianapolis Colts take great pride in serving the youth of Indiana by furthering the advancement of health, fitness, and legal football. Year-round committed with over 25,000 youth across the state are actively engaged in opportunities to lead a healthy lifestyle. So good luck to all people participating, and thank you for your continued support. You could not pick a better time to begin a career in construction. From steel tradesmen to project managers to technical engineers and even company owners, the depth of opportunities has never been greater. Check out buildingtosucceed.org. buildingtosucceed.org for more information on the Indiana Careers and Construction Association. Are you built to succeed? IHSAA is sponsoring TicketPack, the official online ticket provider for the IHSAA. With the best events, the best tickets, and no lines. TicketPack for your online tickets for the best results. That's TIAATAC.com. TIAATAC.com. Indiana High School Athletic Association is proud to salute our friends and supporters from the Indianapolis Colts. One team, one goal, one family. Also, thanks to Wilson, the official game ball. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood. The Indiana Patriots. And Indiana Patriots proud to support the Indiana game at all levels. Veteran Sports Center, the official sports medicine provider for all state championship events. Ivy Tech, either college, please enroll at Ivy Tech. Sharp business system, saluting great athletes and even better students. Sport graphics, bringing out your creativity and experience in your results. First Jones, the official championship ring provider. TicketPack, the online ticket provider, and Indiana Careers and Construction Association, built to succeed. On behalf of the Indianapolis Colts, good luck to all teams in their quest for an IHSAA state championship. The Indianapolis Colts are proud to be the presenting sponsor of the IHSAA football state tournament.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com coming to you live from Warsaw High School. Just a couple of minutes away from the start of the second half. The Warsaw Tigers up 13-7 over the number 15 Carroll Chargers. Well, Warsaw definitely won the time of possession there in the first half, but only find themselves up by 6 points on the late field goal by Andrew Mevis to make himself 2 for 2. Andrew Mevis, number 2 outstanding kicker, has been chosen to kick in the Under Armour All-American game. He's an outstanding kicker for Warsaw, and you've seen it tonight. His kickoffs have been boomed into the end zone, and his 2 for 2 on some deep kicks, which finds the Warsaw Tigers up 13-7. We're just a minute or so away. Some halftime scores to update you from around the area. New Haven was up at Southside 23-7. That's Class 4A. In Class 5A, the Snyder Panthers up big against Concord 35-3. The Bishop Dwenger Saints putting a hammering down on Mississinewa. Mississinewa is undefeated coming into tonight. That game was moved to Bishop Darcy Stadium there on the campus of St. Francis University. Bishop Dwenger at half up 35-2 over Mississinewa. Lures at Peru up 41-6. Busco up over Whitco 13-6. Goshen with the big lead over Northside. The Legends, they are down 22-zip there against Goshen. And then the surprise, and some people thought may be an upset, the Woodland Warriors are tied up 7 apiece with South Adams. The Starfires hanging in there with the Warriors. Woodland tied up with Southside, and of course Concordia against Belmont at home at Zollner up huge 34-0 at half. We are just about 3 minutes away from the start of this third quarter. 10 straight points from Warsaw out of the gate. Their first drive was beautiful drive, went right down the field, but Carroll's defense did stop them, forced the field goal from Mevis, who of course drilled it. Come back the next drive for Carroll. On fourth down, throws an interception, does the senior quarterback Ian Miller. That led to Warsaw's only touchdown of the game. That was a 43-yard touchdown reception. Pass from Jensen to the talented wide receiver Jeremy David for the 43-yard touchdown score to put them up 10-0. Then Carroll did answer on the drive of their own, the big play to number 10, Justin Becker. The reception set up the touchdown reception from Connor Call out of the backfield, which was set up beautifully by the junior quarterback Jack McGill, who replaced Miller after the second drive. Scrambled around to that far side, ran for his life, came back near side and found his senior fullback Connor Call all alone, who dove into the end zone for the Carroll's only score of the game to cut it 10-7. And in the waning seconds with 22 seconds left, Mevis did knock in his second field goal, this one from 39 yards, to make it 13-7. Oh, Carroll's got to find a way to keep their offense on the field. Expect a high-scoring game. It has been the opposite of that. Warsaw has had the better drives, no question, but have not been able to finish as much as they should or as they are expected to. And tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel that you're watching this game on here this evening. Of course, none of this would be possible. The outstanding partnership with Parkview Sports Medicine and Sports Center, Inc. Mevis does line up this kickoff to open the second half, so Carroll has to feel somewhat good about coming out of this halftime break, only down by 6, have not played their best game of the season by any means. It's kind of been the story over the last 3 or 4 games for this Carroll squad as they try to put the first half in front of them as Mevis tries to kick another field goal off the kickoff. This one just wide left. So 1st and 10. Carroll will start their first drive of the second half from their own 20. See who Coach Dinan goes with. If he stays with McGill or comes back with Miller. McGill looked like he was running the offense pretty well, as that is who will come out to start this second half. 3 wide receiver set. Schmeling and both Beckers. That's Novotny in the backfield. He's right next to McGill, who's in the shotgun. And they're going to read it to Novotny. Novotny is swallowed up. That's going to be a big loss. Loss of 4. That was David. Jeremy David on the stop. The outside linebacker came up and read it beautifully. 2nd and 18. Not a good start for the Chargers as they go empty in the backfield. Miguel's alone, trips to your near side, twins to your far side. In motion, Novotny, play action, across the middle to Becker, first down. That right there, if that gets clicking for Carroll, they have the advantage on the outside, no doubt about it, with their skilled players. 1st and 10 from the 36 on the big pickup on 3rd down. Whistle down on the field. I believe we have an injured player down. We do. That's Justin Becker. Reception that time was from Jonathan Becker, number 52 or number 15. As they do tend to him on that far sideline. SummitCitySports.com, brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and Sports Center, Inc. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I think we're good and back to the action, up on his feet, and we are set. 1st and 10, 11:16 left in this 3rd quarter. Carroll Chargers, number 15 in Class 6A, down by 6 to these Warsaw Tigers. Play action. He's got a man wide open in the flats, try to cut it back. They may call a block in the back on number 2, Schmeling. That was right on the edge to see. So that should come back. Actually, they'll call it a holding. Holding on Carroll, so 10 yards from the spot of the foul. We'll replay that down. (13-7), Warsaw on top. 11:01, clock is stopped on the penalty. 1st and 15. For wide receiver set, Novotny. He'll be behind McGill. Comes back, Novotny out over the 35-yard line to the 36 and tackled. So got the penalty yardage back, 2nd and 9. Novotny takes the handoff, bumps it wide. Tries to cut it back and trips over his own feet, I believe. Oh, a penalty flag comes down. Novotny gained about 4. Let's see what the call is on that far side. That's going to be another hold against Carroll. Let's see what Coach Jensen wants to do, whether he wants to decline it and bring up 4th, or if he wants to replay 3rd down and push him back. And they will accept the penalty, so we'll keep it second down. Ball spotted on the 33. Second and 21 for the Chargers. 4 wide receiver set. McGill takes the snap, looks to the outside, finds Becker. In and out of the hands of the wide receiver. 3rd and 21. Clock stopped at 10:01 in this third quarter. McGill looks very, very strong in that pocket. Just needs some help from the outside. Let's see if they can pick another big third down up. This one, 17 yards. 5 wide receiver set. Empty backfield. McGill in the shotgun, takes the snap. Blitz comes, somebody's got to be open. Scrambles to this near side. He looks deep. Becker, and catch. No, he's out of bounds. That was a 50-50 ball from Riley and Becker, and Riley was up to task. 4th and 17. Carroll and Shannon will punt. Back deep, number 5 is Zach Riley. Near side, and Riley is finally dragged down at the 48-yard line. Make it the 49, 1st and 10 for Warsaw in business. Great field position to start their first drive of the second half. 13-7. Jensen gets the call from the sideline. Heads to the huddle. Cool, crisp night here in Warsaw, Indiana. It's about 45, 50 miles west of Fort Wayne, Indiana, home of SummitCitySports.com. 4 wide receiver set. They're spread for Jensen. Jensen, he's going to hand off to Sullivan. Still no McGarvey. Sullivan in the backfield. Gain of about 4. Connor Tapp on the tackle. Second and 6 for Warsaw. Trips to your far side. Lone wide receiver to your near, Jensen. And he'll hand it off again to Sullivan. Sullivan looked for the hole, swallowed up a yard after the line of scrimmage. Bring up 3rd and 5. Third and 5 for Warsaw. 8:45 left in this third quarter. Carroll looking for a stop on the first offensive possession for Warsaw in the second half as they put in a field goal on their first possession to open the game. Jensen wants to bring him in motion. That's Larsh. And on the blitz and thrown away. No offensive receiver in the area. I believe Jensen's going to get hit for an intentional grounding. I agree with the call. There was no wide receiver on this near side. And I don't even know if it made it past the line of scrimmage, but the blitz came from number 28, Connor Call. Forced the rush pass. Well, that will bring up 4th down and long on the loss of down and yard on the intentional grounding from Warsaw. Carroll with the chance for some field position if it wasn't for number 2's lined up to kick this punt. Andrew Mevis. As we have a whistle and a flag, they may go back another 5. They will. False start on Warsaw. Make it 4th and 22 for the Tigers. Schmeling lined up on the 20-yard line of Carroll. Mevis, high kick, angled to the near side. That is a Division I punt, ladies and gentlemen. First and 10. Ball spotted at the 21-yard line. That kid has a heck of a leg. Number 10, like Andrew Beavis. But Carroll will start with their second drive of the second half on their own 21-yard line. First and 10, still down by 6 points. Whole different game. You put it in the end zone. Shannon adds the extra point. You're up for the first time, and you put the pressure right back on the Tigers' side. First things first, they need to move the chains. Novotny finds a hole, tripped up at about the 23. Second 8 for Carroll, under a minute, 8 minutes left in this third quarter. McGill, the junior, stays in at quarterback for Doug Dinan. Novotny on the sweep, looking for space, finds it, cuts it back in against the grain and tackled, but not till after a first down. A 9-yard gain for Novotny, moves the chains. Carroll down by 6. You're one score from changing the complexion here. 2 in the backfield now. Novotny, he'll take the handoff again, runs into a bunch of, and that was David, Jeremy David, having an outstanding game here tonight. 6A sectional opening game for the Tigers. He's coming to play, ladies and gentlemen. Number 47, Jeremy David, does have the only touchdown for the Tigers as well. Outside linebacker laying a smackdown. Play action to Novotny. He's going to go deep, looking for Becker, but overthrown. Will bring up 3rd and 11 for the Chargers, down by 6. Winds picked up a little bit, blowing from right to left on your screen. Under 7 minutes remaining in this third quarter. McGill, he's in the pistol. Novotny lined up behind him, trips wide receiver to your near side, lone wide receiver to your far. McGill's gonna look to pass. He's gonna scramble near side, throw it to Schmeling. Schmeling on the reception there at the 39-yard line. You can see the arm strength there from McGill. That'll only get better, but that is still short of a first down. Gained him a little space. The ball at the 39, 4th and 3. Carroll will have to punt. This is Shannon. Back deep, Zach Riley, the junior. Riley trying to track it down, feels it at the 23, and is hit immediately. Nice coverage from Carroll on that far side, hit immediately as he fielded it. That was number 12 on the tackle, Connor Tapp. Kid's been everywhere for head coach Doug Dinan, as Jensen gets the signal, gets the call from the sideline. Little tutelage there with 6:08. And on the flip side, Carroll only down by 6, had a chance. On the flip side here for Warsaw, they can give themselves a little bit of cushion with the score. Up by 6. Time starting to click away. That Warsaw trips to your far side. They're stacked. One wide receiver to your near side. That's Sullivan still in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, finds a hole, and then is upended near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 40, just a yard short of the first down. That's a 9-yard gain for Rob Sullivan. Just 52 yards on the season, only 15 attempts. With McGarvey, 153 attempts on the year. Hand off to Sullivan again, immediately hit and dropped by number 94. That's Mason Ginn. 5'11", 185-pound defensive end. 5.5. First and 10, 5:20. Warsaw obviously in no rush. Jensen with Sullivan in the backfield. They're going to spread them out, but stack them up on either side. Here comes the blitz, picked up by Sullivan and found the open receiver. Big gain for Warsaw. Outstanding blitz pickup by the senior Rob Sullivan to give Jensen the time that he needed. And the pitch and catch, number 9, Devin Street, picks up a big gain. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. First and 10 for Warsaw. Same formation for the Tigers. They'll go run it with Sullivan. Sullivan into the line of scrimmage, gain of 2. Second and 8. Make it second and 7 for Warsaw. Under 4.5 minutes left in this third quarter. SummitCitySports.com brought to you by Parkview Sports Medicine and Sports Center Inc. Coming to you live. Warsaw, Indiana, Warsaw High School. They're going to spread out the 4 set here. Here comes the blitz again, and just timed. A little off from Tranquil. 5-yard penalty. Bring up second and 2 for Warsaw. Ball is spotted at the 34. Second and 3. On the slant, good catch. And breaks the tackle out of the 20 and then just tripped over his feet. Broke the tackle from Carroll, but then tripped over his feet. And we have a Warsaw player down. An outstanding second effort from the wide receiver, picking up the first down. Clock stopped with 3:50 here in this third quarter. Warsaw player down on the field. We'll take a short break here and hear a word from our sponsor. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Summit City Sports. That was Tristan Larsh, the junior, wide receiver down there. But he did walk off under his own power from a big ovation from his Tiger faithful. First and 10. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line for Warsaw. Looking to blow this game up. A 2-score advantage could all but seal it the way this game has been played. Jensen hands to Sullivan. Sullivan makes the first guy miss. Good scat run out to the 10. Should have been a loss, but the senior running back has been very elusive for head coach Phil Jensen. Second and 5 for Warsaw. Second 5, under 3 minutes left in this third quarter. 4 wide receiver set, they're stacked. Sullivan in the backfield. Jensen's gonna look to pass, being pressured, he's gonna throw it in the back of the end zone. Smart play from the senior QB. It wasn't there, throw it away to live to fight another day. Third and 5. You're up by 6. Been a defensive battle so far in the red zone. It hasn't been in between the 20s, but in the red zone, it has been a defensive battle. 3rd and 5 for Warsaw. 3 wide receiver set to your far side, lone wide receiver to your near, that's David. Look at a pass, Jensen. He's gonna pull it down and run, but he's short of a first down. 4th and about 1.5 yards. Look for Mevins to come in to add this and make it a 2-possession game. Ball is spotted at the 8-yard line, so yeah, about 1.5 yards short. 4th and 2 officially. Mevins in to kick. You can all, without a horrible snap or hold, you can all but count this one. Nearly blocked. The All-American kicker hits another one. He's 3 for 3 on the night. 9 points, give it just to his back pocket. 16-7. The Warsaw Tigers do lead the Carroll Chargers with 1:58 left in this third. Take a short time out. Hear a word from our sponsor, Parkview Sports Medicine. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. No reason to even put anybody back deep for Carroll. This is going into the end zone. Can guarantee you that. Andrew Mevis to kick. This right-footed kick is boomed. Looking to put it through the uprights and did. Another field goal. This one, unfortunately, won't count for Warsaw. That ball is nailed from Mevis. So Carroll will start down by 9 points, 16-7. Have not been able to do much. The plays have been there, but haven't been able to execute. Misdirection, they're gonna go Novotny on that far side. Does squeak out of traffic, out for a first down, but that's how the last drive started. Carroll just has not been able to put several drives or several plays together of any gains, so that's been the difference. Minute 43, clock is running. We're in this third quarter, 16-7. They'll keep it on the ground in Novotny. He runs right into the line and stuffed. Whistle did blow on the forward progression. That was number 35 in orange, A.J. Villarreal, the senior defensive lineman on the stop. 2nd and 9 with the gain of 1 from Novotny. McGill, that's Miller back at quarterback now, number 8. Little contact on that outside, no call, incidental. 3rd and 9 for Carroll. Clock stopped with 1:05 in this third. Ian Miller, the senior quarterback, in. Here's Miller. And overthrown, nearly intercepted, looking for Schmeling. 4th and 9, the Carroll offense just not clicking here this evening. Fourth and 9, Shannon into punt. The junior, Zach Riley, back deep for Warsaw. He's standing at about the 29-30 yard line. Shannon with the big kick. Fielded, Riley did bobble it, fields it at the 20, and immediately tackled by Connor Call. 50 seconds left in the third. Warsaw in control, 16-7 in this defensive battle. Carroll defense has held the Warsaw offense in check for the most part, but their offense just has not been able to help. Here with 50 seconds left in this third quarter, down by 9, and Warsaw with the ball. 3 wide receiver set to that far side, lone wide receiver to your near, Sullivan in the backfield with Jensen. Hand off to Sullivan, Sullivan bounces, finds a hole, and it takes it another 2 yards after contact. Kids amazing at churning those legs and getting a couple extra yards after contact. 2nd and 5, clock running with 35 seconds left in the third. Four wide receiver set. They're going to let this click all the way down. 6 on the play clock. 6 seconds on the game. That's a quick pitch and catch for the first down. Spins for a couple extra yards as Trevor York, the junior, for the first down for Warsaw. 1.9, the clock is stopped as they move the chains. It will be restarted as they're set. And I'm sure that's where we'll go into this fourth quarter with Warsaw up over the number 15 Carroll Chargers, 16-7, as we get set for this fourth quarter. A final 12 minutes remaining for the season of one of these two squads, as we'll take a short break and join you as we get set for the fourth quarter. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Carroll's defense being put to the test. They have to stop this offense of Warsaw. Only 12 minutes remaining in this contest. Who's going to have the right to move on in this sectional to face either Warsaw or Homestead, or excuse me, Northrop or Homestead? First and 10 from the 44-yard line. 2 wide receivers set, 2 in the backfield. That's Street in motion. They're gonna come near side with number 12. Larsh makes a miss, squeaks through the opening, is finally slipped down at the 45-yard line. Gain of 11 on the run. That's a first down for Warsaw. Carroll player down. That's number 12, Connor Tapp, does hop up. First and 10. Clock will go on the signal from the white hat. .45, Warsaw, first and 10. Offense has been very, very consistent here tonight. Sullivan takes a snap, or takes the handoff and out over the 40 to the 39-yard line, takes a big hit, but another good gain for the running back. Rob Sullivan has came in and really spelled Will McGarvey, the junior, their leading rusher. .11 minutes remaining in this game. 3 wide receiver set for Warsaw. Sullivan still in the backfield with Jensen. And Jensen pulls it out of the belly of Sullivan, but tackled by Nguyen with the help from number 94, Mason Ginn. Score update from Homestead High School. Homestead up 45-24 with 9.5 minutes left in that third quarter. So Homestead in control. Winner of that game will play the winner of this. If Warsaw wins, it will be right here at Tiger Stadium in Warsaw, Indiana next Friday night. Third and 2, Larsh very close to that first down marker. They're gonna mark him short, about a yard short. So that will bring up 4th and 1 for the Tigers. Got in 4 down territory right here with the ball spotted at the 36. I'm sure Mevis could probably hit it, but you don't want to take the risk of giving Carroll good field position. Fourth and 1. Pretty much the game right here. We're under 10 minutes left. 4 wide receiver set. Sullivan. Jensen's going to keep it on the draw and gets the first down easily. Not even touched until he hit the line of scrimmage and fell over for about the 2-yard gain. 1st and 10 for Warsaw. Three wide receiver set to your near side. Lone wide receiver to your far. Sullivan in the backfield with Jensen. Hands off to Sullivan. Sullivan makes the first one miss again and just takes it out for another gain. Gain of 6. Kid has an uncanny knack of finding the hole and just slithering through it. Talented senior. I mentioned just 52 yards coming in to tonight's game. No touchdowns. And he's been carrying the offensive workload on the ground for head coach Phil Jensen this evening against the Carroll Chargers. Same formation for Warsaw. Read option again. They'll hand to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to bounce it wide and pull down. Does stay in bounds, so smart play there from Sullivan. Tackled by Ginn. 3rd and 4. Clock is still rolling. Make it 3rd and 2 for Warsaw. Outstanding drive this far, trying to finish off this game against the Carroll Chargers. Number 15 in Class 6A. Under 8 minutes. Jensen. He takes a snap. He hands off to Larsh. Larsh cuts it back against the grain. And that's a first down. Another big 3rd down play for the Tiger defense or offensive line. That includes number 73, Dalton Smoker, number 51, Ben Brighton, number 54, Aaron Lewis, number 75, Keegan Bays, and number 72, Braxton DeFord. Had an outstanding game against this Carroll Charger defensive line on the run game. has had a couple lapses in the pass game, but Jensen has made up for it with his scrambling ability. 7:15 left in the game. Jensen will hand to Sullivan. Sullivan, spin move. Tripped up by Ostrowski. 7 minutes.
Ostrowski made the stop with the second. And 9.
.650 remaining in this game. Carroll needs a turnover in the worst way. Six and a half left. 3 wide receiver set, 2 in the backfield. That's Sullivan and Larsh. And I think we have another offsides on Carroll. That's at least their 3rd of the game. Jensen, so crafty with that hard count from the quarterback position. So 5-yard gain will bring up 2nd and 4 for the Warsaw Tigers.
Ball through the 16-yard line. 2nd and 4.
Jensen has Larsh and Sullivan with him in the backfield. Carroll's coming, hands to Sullivan, makes the first one miss, and then finally tackled from a couple Carroll Chargers. Connor Call led it.
Ball carrier.
3rd and 3 for the Tigers, up by 9, under 6 minutes left in the game.
Ball at the 15. 3rd and 3. Klingler made the tackle for Carroll.
Clock is rolling, 5.5 left. Another big 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Ball's on the 15-yard line of Carroll. Jensen, they're gonna go option and throws it to David. What a crafty play, and David is gonna take it in for the score. 15-yard TD reception. What a great play that was, designed beautifully by the offensive staff from Warsaw. Looked like the option was coming for sure. Jeremy David snuck out off the block into the flat for the easy touchdown. 22-7. Mevis in for the PAT. Kick is up, and that is good. Hit that one into the next county, did Mevis. So with 5:22 left in this game, the Carroll Chargers down by 16 to these home Warsaw Tigers. Now tonight's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, has been brought to you by Summit City Sports. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Jake Atkinson has been on the camera this evening. I am Tim Atkinson calling your play-by-play. Great environment here at Warsaw High School, top-level facility. Press box is upper echelon. Can't think of one off the top of my head that's as big and comfy as this one. All in thanks to Athletic Director Dave Anson, outstanding host here at Warsaw High School, as Mevis is going to try to hit the scoreboard on this kickoff. He's been booming everyone deep in that end zone. So Mevis lines it up. And he's kicking into the wind, ladies and gentlemen. So into the wind, he still hits it on the, just outside the end zone. Out over the 25 to about the 26. Carroll will start this drive, 1st and 10. 5:16 left. Carroll down by 16, obviously needs something quickly. 5-16. That's Miller in at quarterback for head coach Doug Dinan. Looks to pass, has him in the flat. Becker cannot make it out of bounds. Good effort by the junior, but dragged down by number 21, Kendall Miller, the junior. 2nd and 5. Clock is rolling, under 5 minutes left. Or Carroll needs to hurry. Quicker. Miller looks to pass and just low on that out to Becker. 3rd and 5. Clock stopped with 4:45 left. Ian Miller gets the call from the sideline. 4 wide receiver set, trips to your far side. Schmeling and both Beckers. Pranger to your near side. He goes to Becker. Becker tries to spin upfield near the first down marker. And they will stop the clock. There's a first down. They'll stop the clock as the chains move with 4:28 left. Oop, clock's still rolling there. That clock is still rolling, was not stopped. May have cost them a couple seconds, but probably not a big deal in the scheme of things here. Carroll down by 16 points, 4 minutes remaining. Miller looked for that quick out, it wasn't there, and he is sacked. Warsaw just put the exclamation point on the night. That's number 35, AJ Villarreal, the senior, with the sack on Miller. Warsaw looking to move on to play the Homestead Spartans next Friday night. Miller looked across the middle and batted down by number 93, Jason Svenarich, the junior. Svenarich with the beautiful play, 3rd and 15. Clock stopped at 3:40 on the pass deflection.
3rd down.
4 wide receiver set. Miller across the middle, finds Pranger. Pranger tried to spin out over to the 41-yard line, gain of 12. We'll bring up 4th down, about 7. Make it 4th and 5 officially. Clock rolling, 3:15 left. There's a ball game. Warsaw stop, it's over officially. Miller, he's gonna waggle to that far side, comes back against the field and finds his receiver in Becker. Becker needs to hop out of bounds. He does, near the 30-yard line. Number 15, Jonathan Becker with the reception on the crossing route. Clock stopped at 2:56. Carroll down by 16. Would need 2 TDs, would need a TD, a 2-point conversion, and an onside kick, followed by a TD and a 2-point conversion. So odds definitely against the Carroll Chargers, but 2:56 left, 23-7. Empty backfield for Miller. Your lone wide receiver to your near side is Justin Becker. He's gonna look across the middle to Pranger, overthrown. 2nd and 10. Clock stopped with 2:52. Second and 10 for Carroll. 4 wide receivers set this time. Trips to your far side. Becker again to your near. Nope, that's Pranger. Miller's gonna waggle to that far side. Finds his receiver and hit immediately by Zach Riley. A quarterback came up with a big hit after the pitch and catch. He'll just be short of a first down, 3rd and 1. 2.5 minutes left in this contest. Carroll, desperate need for a score. And score here within the next play or two. That's not going to cut it on the quick hitch to Schmeling. Will be a first down, but only a gain of about 3. 1st and 10 from the 20. Make it the 19. Trips to your far side, lone wide receiver to your near side. That's Pranger. Miller, once again, out they went for the fade. That time, number 15, Jonathan Becker, came back with the hitch. Miller wanted the fade. Miscommunication led to the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for Carroll. (23-7). Spread formation. Miller looks across the middle, pressured, and is dropped again by Villarreal. The man is possessed here this evening. Another sack for Villarreal. And head coach Doug Dinan calls the timeout with 1:53 left, down by 16. What a play by the senior, 6'3", 265-pounder, the senior A.J. Villarreal. A beautiful facility here at Warsaw High School. Everything is done to the utmost class, including the hospitality you receive here in Warsaw. Coach Dinan goes over some last-minute instructions. This squad down by 16, under 2 minutes left. Needs a score real quick and a conversion, then an onside to give himself a chance. Definitely long odds, but anything's possible. Again, thank you for joining us here on our YouTube channel, Summit City Sports. And thanks to Parkview Sports Medicine and Sports Center, Inc. As we continue and are dedicated to covering these high school varsity sports in the Fort Wayne and surrounding area. Twin wide receiver set to your far side. They're in the eye. Schmeling on the fake reverse and nearly intercepted, batted down nicely by number 11, Joseph Harness, the senior. 4th and 15, clock stopped at 1:48 in this 4th quarter. So minute 48, 4th and 15. This could be the last offensive play for the season for the Carroll Chargers. Had a great season. Their roster is loaded with underclassmen, so they will get better, no doubt about it. But that's a beautiful pitch and catch from Miller to Jordan Schmeling for the late score. Carroll Poils within 10. Need to go for 2 right here to cut it to a 1-possession game as Miller gets the call. Ball game right here, 23-13. Let's see what Carroll has in mind on this 2-point conversion attempt. Little trickery as they go heavy on that right side. A quick pitch. Quick pitch went off the helmet of Connor Call. Came back into the hands of Miller, but then is dropped. So the 2-point conversion is no good. 23-13 with 1:41 left in this game. We'll hear one last word from our sponsor, Parkview Sports Medicine. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So after the missed 2-point conversion, Carroll still down by 10, need an onside kick, and a quick score, then another one. So let's see what happens. Shannon will look for the onside. Shannon on the run up. And just missed it. Couldn't even get, that only went about 4 or 5 yards, so just nicked the top of it, and that'll all but do it here from Warsaw, Indiana. The Warsaw Tigers come up big this evening against the 15th ranked in Class 6A Carroll Chargers, up by 10 with 1:40 to go. There's one timeout left for Carroll, all but over. Look for Warsaw to keep it on the ground and wind down this clock. 1:40, that's Sullivan next to Jensen. Gain of 1 for the Tigers. And a timeout called by Carroll. One timeout left for the Chargers with 1:33 left in the ball game. Here from Warsaw, Indiana. Make sure you check out SummitCitySports.com. Complete source for all your local media, news outlets, all in one spot. Come to SummitCitySports.com and check your local area Fort Wayne high school athletes. And even as they go into college, Summit City Sports will continue to share media from the city of Fort Wayne and the surrounding area. Of course, if you want to drop us a line, want to be a sponsor to one of these games, highlight clips, recruiting videos, you name it, hit us up at 260 Sports on Twitter. You can always drop us an email, tatkinson@summitcitysports.com or jmahoney at SummitCitySports.com. Sullivan could not get away from Ginn that time. Tackled after another 2-yard gain, and Carroll will take their last timeout with 1:28 left in this game. A timeout on the field for Carroll. And a well-played game from head coach Phil Jensen and the Warsaw Tigers. Update. South Adam, the Starfires are up after 3 quarters, 14-7 over the number 1 ranked in 2A Woodland Warriors. And a new update, Woodland and South Adams, they are now tied. It's early in that 4th quarter, they're tied at 14. East Noble at the end of 3rd, up 34-22 over Plymouth. 3rd and 7 for Warsaw. Look for him, keep it on the ground with Sullivan. Sullivan will take it, and then a whistle. Short of a first down, will bring up 4th down, but Carroll cannot stop the clock anymore. No timeouts left. It's ticking, 1:10 left in this game. Kokomo final 24-0 over Huntington North with 7.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Northrop down to Homestead 52-24. Fourth and 5 for Warsaw. They'll let this play clock tick down to 1 and call a timeout. And they'll go ahead and punt it away, I'm sure. But you never know, with Mevis, he could probably put one through the uprights from this distance. Kid is insane. Bishop Dwenger at the end of 3 up huge over Mississinewa, 56-2. I mentioned Mississinewa came into that game 10-0. Well played game from these Warsaw Tigers. First chance for myself to see them this year. And they are a well coached team, very few penalties. And just move the ball down the field consistently and make you play defense. Mevis, watch for a little pooch kick. He's standing on his own 46-yard line, back deep for Carroll is Schmeling. There's the kick, end over end kick. He does keep it out of the end zone, fielded at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for Carroll with 36.2 seconds left. Update from South Adams in Woodland. South Adams up 20-14 over the number 1 2A Woodland Warriors. Upset in the making there from Woodburn.
At the 11-yard line.
1st and 10. Prevent defense from Warsaw, but it's all but over here. Incomplete pass, so clock stopped at 34 seconds left, 2nd and 10. A final from Spooler Stadium. Snyder Panthers, the undefeated number 1 5A ranked Snyder Panthers, 56-3 over Concord. They are the 5A state defending title winners. Second and 10, 33 seconds on the quick out and slammed. That junior's having a heck of a game for Warsaw. Zach Riley comes up and lays another hit. Broke up the pass this time. 3rd and 10, 27.7 seconds left in this game.
Pass was intended for Becker.
Concordia final. Concordia does defeat Belmont 47-7 to move on. Concordia, one of the favorites to win that 3A sectional, 3A state title. And what a way to end it for Warsaw. Sack. Was it Villarreal again? And that will all but do it from Warsaw High School. The Warsaw Tigers come out against these 15th ranked Carroll Chargers and really take it to them from the jump of the game. That's the win and the sectional win for Warsaw. They get the monkey off their back against these Carroll Chargers. And several years as they've drawn them 3 straight years, 2013, 2014, and 2015, and also losing in 2011. So the monkey is off the back of the Warsaw Tigers. They will move on to host the Homestead Spartans next Friday night here at Warsaw. For Jake Atkinson, I am Tim Atkinson. This broadcast has been brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you check out our schedule and join us next Friday night for more live football action.